So that'll be shown on cable TV?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But very little information will be shown. You'll say 8.3, we're going to plant a tree, all in favor, aye. It wouldn't tell you nothing. You wouldn't know where it was, or unless the staff said something. Wouldn't show a picture of what the building you're building, or
No, not unless it was put up onto the screen or some other method like that, no. It would show the agenda and whatever is shown at the council meeting.
Well, he does have a good, I think this is a good step forward because it makes council meetings more accessible to the public and easily accessible, because I know I've sat through other towns' council members' meetings on the internet where I wanted to get to 8.5, and I've had to sit and watch the entire meeting for 2 hours until finally you reach it. So this is actually a very good thing for the community. And, but I think Councilman Trost brings up a good point. I think we should pass this tonight. But I think that is something that would be interesting to look into, is that the packets, is it possible for them to be scanned and put on the internet before meetings or not? I don't know. And if it's very expensive, that's a different thing, or very time consuming, I don't know the answers to any of these. But it would be something worth, I think, looking into.
Yes.
If I may, Mr. Mayor and Council and Administrator Murphy, we currently create the packet in electronic format for emailing to council members. We could just create a link on our website to that electronic packet, so people would be able to pull that up and read through it, see what you see in your packet. And that would not be extra cost or additional maintenance. We currently create that as well.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Meyer. So they'd have to go to one link and then another link, but it would sort of and I'm thinking in terms of how we present each agenda item. You know, we have the staff report and everything is read into the record, so I would think that people could keep track of it by doing that. I have a question about on-site support, training that's going to happen, that they're going to bring services for a day. Who's included in that, and who's going to be supporting the city staff? And would the folks that are doing, you know, like our audiovisual people, I don't know, what are you guys, what are you, remember back in the day, AV guys? You know, you're not an AV guy, but are those folks involved in this thing too? And do they have to be specially trained to bring this thing out?
No, they would not. Actually, it would be a separate situation. We would have city staff go through the training, particularly Ms. Krings, myself, Ms. Meyer, and other volunteers that we might get. So we would have that training on how to do that. But they are two separate things. The audio and visual recording of it is separate. Where with the minutes maker part of it, they timestamp it.
Right.
So then, so what would go out immediately that night or would go out live would not have that link capability. But then the next morning, what they go, we did check this out in the city of Chatfield and showed how they do that. Then the next morning, they go through and they can make any corrections to the minutes. They can make any, if they got the timestamp wrong or whatever, they can go through there and make sure that all the times are correct. Usually takes them, I think she said about 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that.
Okay.
And then it's all set up and ready to go. And by the end of that day, it's ready to be seen. It's still available prior to that, but it's ready to be seen then in its full capacity with the links and everything active.
Very good.
So yeah, it would actually be the city clerk, Pat Krings, who would be the one that would be entering in the minutes and would also be stamping that, so that nothing would change as far as what he does.
Okay, very good. Anything else? Okay.
Oh, go on.
Go ahead.
I will move on this motion. Does it have a number?
Doesn't say the number.
I will move that we authorize the mayor and city administrator to enter into a contract with Granicus, and so on and so forth.
I'll second.
Motion by Coop, second by Lang. Any discussion?
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
I wish we could wait on this until we have our budget workshop. We're gonna spend $25,000 for this in the next year. That's a lot of money. And if people wanna know about what happens at the council meetings, they should be sitting out here in these chairs. I think it's a lot of money. I think it's $600 a month forever, and that's gonna go up to $1,000, and that's gonna keep going up. And I think it's too much money to spend on something like this. I think we should wait till we have our budget workshop.
Mr. Murphy or Ms. Meyer, would you give us a little rundown on what we're currently spending to store our, there's a balance to this. I mean, we will be giving up the certain expenses that we're going to be able to get rid of. We currently pay $240 to Vivid Image currently per month for conversion services that will no longer be required, et cetera, et cetera. What else is out there?
Not aware of anything else. It would be an increase per month, but we would be reducing the Vivid Image by $240.
Okay.
So, I mean, it'd be a
So a net increase of about
$300
$300 a month.
350, something like that, yeah.
Right. And essentially what we're doing is we're allowing ease of access via the internet. That's what we're getting out of it, plus storage.
Ease of access plus the storage.
Right.
Oh, and, well, the other item, I guess we didn't really mention on, that is also available. Once we do start doing this, then each agenda item in each, you can search by keyword.
Right.
So as time goes on, as this is stored, for example, if we go back, and I don't mean to keep picking on these guys, but,
No.
well, what did they do at the Oppidan? If we want to find out when that was, you can
Right.
type in Oppidan, and it would
Right.
bring you to all the links that were, all the agenda items that reference that.
So anytime you need to access archived material now, I mean, there's a lot of it's paper up till a couple of years ago, but this would give you the ability to just go into the Granicus website and have access pretty much immediately to anything that you, as city staff, would want to look up, saving a
Correct.
lot of time.
Correct. What we do right now is, and I'll give Ms. Kring's credit here, she does a very good job of